And welcome back to my YouTube channel. And so this is all about the 40 days of praying for 10 impossible things. So if you have no clue what I'm talking about, I want you to go ahead and click on that video and go check out the video that actually explains what the 40 days is all about. So definitely make sure that you check that video out. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe so that you get all the updates of all the videos that are going to drop, as we're going through and making this journey over the 40 days of praying for 10 impossible things. And if you are watching this and you're like, hey, I want to participate, then I want you to drop the word I'm in the comments so that I know those of us that are taking this journey of 40 days. And so let's go ahead and dive on in. So today, this right here is day 5 for me at the time of this recording. And so I'm going to share with you 3 things that you want to be aware of if you're going to take this 40-day journey. Let's go ahead and dive in. My name is Beverly Wathour, and I'm a business strategist. And so a few days ago, I decided to take this journey of 40 days of praying for 10 impossible things, shared it on social media, and it went bananas. And so now here we are, all of us that are taking this journey. And so I just want to share some insight with you as I'm taking this journey, and 3 things that, once again, I want you to be aware of that's going to happen as you're taking this journey with us. The very first thing I want you to be aware of is the fact that you are going to experience acceleration. I am telling you collectively, because we're taking this journey together, that you're going to see an acceleration of what it is that you've been believing for. And so for me, I literally said to God, when I started this, is that God, in these 40 days, I am believing that I'm going to see what it is that I have been praying to you about for the past 10 plus years. I'm going to see them happen in these 40 days. Like, there is no doubts, no ifs, ands, or buts, none of that. I'm going to see them happen. Either the prayer is going to be answered, or I'm going to see the evidence that is coming. And so be prepared for the acceleration, because literally the first day that I started it, it was on a Sunday night. Less than 24 hours later, I saw evidence of one of the things that I had written on my list. So when I tell you be prepared for the acceleration, once again, things that you may have been praying and believing God for years, and you're going to start to see the evidence, or you're going to see the answered prayers. So I'm just telling you, 1, be prepared for the acceleration. 2, I want you to also be prepared for the fact that there are going to be some changes. Like, there are going to be some things that are going to be removed from you, stripped from you. And usually it's going to start with your mindset. Yeah, like, you're not going to be able to take any lack or doubt with you into this. Like, if you're serious about these prayers being answered in the next 40 days, then you're going to notice shifts in your mindset. You're going to notice that your words are going to change, your actions are going to change, your thoughts are going to change, and change for the better. You're going to find yourself longing to be in the word more, longing for, that quiet time with God, praise and worship. That's going to continually be on your lips, the scripture. You're going to be decreeing and declaring. Like, it's just going to be some shifts and changes. And so once again, just know that if there's anything that's changed or shifted or removed, it's because you cannot take that with you into your next level. What it is that you've been believing God for, like that mindset, that thought, that attitude, it's going to be some people, some things, some resources as well that you just will not be able to take with you. So once again, be prepared to have things stripped and removed, but know that God is doing it because he knows the end, and he cares for you. He wants to make sure that you are truly prepared for what it is that you have been believing him for. Okay. So that is the second thing that I want you to be aware of. Once again, the first thing is be aware of the fact that you're going to experience acceleration. The second thing I want you to be aware of is the fact that there's going to be some things that will be stripped and removed from you. The third thing I want you to be aware of is the fact that your list is going to probably change, and that is fine as well, because in this process, the Holy Spirit is going to lead and guide you. And so some of the things that you may have been praying and believing for, you're going to realize in these 40 days that, hey, you know what? That's not actually, God's best for me. And so just be open to that fact that things are going to shift and change. For me on day 4, the 2 things that I had on my impossible list, they're no longer there. And so, I'm okay with that, because once again, I know that God knows what's best. And so this process, these 40 days, is going to be really and truly about obedience. That's what it's really about. And you allowing the Holy Spirit to guide you, and just knowing that there's not one set way of doing things. When you are guided by the Holy Spirit, obedience is so important. So those things I really want you to make sure that you're aware of. And I know some people they haven't started yet because they're like, well, hey, I only have three things on my list. I encourage you to start with what you have. Once again, check out the video on the 40 days of prayer for 10 impossible things explained, and it will explain the process to you. But start with what you have and just trust the Holy Spirit and knowing that the Holy Spirit will lead and guide you when it comes to what to put on your list. Just go ahead and get started, okay? All right, so I wanted to share those things with you. And so once again, if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. In the comments, if you've heard this and you're interested, once again, type in I'm in. And let's just do this journey together. If you have testimonials, go ahead and share those in the comments as well. I would love though to hear those testimonials too. Okay. So that's all that we have for this video, this update. Once again, just three things that I want you to be aware of as you take this 40-day journey. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video.